If you strongly suspect that the other parent is under the influence of drugs or alcohol on a consistent basis in the presence of a child, and it's detrimental to your child's well-being, it's important to act early and not wait. Number one, the longer you wait, the less of an emergency it's going to be perceived to be by the judge. Number two, it's very important to gather your evidence and preserve your evidence early. That may mean obtaining copies of police reports if there's been a recent arrest, taking pictures if you see evidence of drugs in the house, making sure that your child is getting in front of some kind of therapist who may be able to be qualified as an expert to talk about what the child has told them. Also talking to neighbors that live nearby that may have seen some suspicious activity or seen the child perhaps even in harm's way without the other parent even knowing about it. So it's important to meet with an attorney that can act quickly to preserve and protect your evidence, to bring it before the court so that the court can decide whether it's appropriate to suspend time sharing until the court is satisfied that the child is in a safe environment. If you suspect the other parent is using drugs, it is critical to obtain legal advice very, very early. We can motion the court, we can present your case appropriately, and make sure that we've spoken with you about the reasons why you feel the parent is using drugs to make sure that your claim is strong enough. Oftentimes parents may have a suspicion, but they don't have any actual evidence. So it's very important to make sure that if you're going to walk into the courtroom and ask the court to suspend time sharing, that you have more than a suspicion, you have more than a concern, but you have actual evidence and you have a skillful attorney that can present that evidence well before the judge. If you suspect that the other parent is on drugs, and if you have an open enough and civil enough relationship with your former spouse's family, I can't recommend more getting them involved with you to advocate with you and really for the child in the courtroom to make sure that the judge understands that not just the accusing parent has the concern, but the user's whole family shares in that concern, and that the people that love the child are united in front of the court and share that corroboration with each other and can present their issues and concerns before the court properly. I can't stress that enough. Oftentimes, people feel alienated from their former spouse's family and they don't get involved. But if you suspect that your former spouse is using drugs in the presence, especially in the presence of the child, it's very important to make sure that you have that open relationship with your former spouse's family so you can bring them in and advocate together on what is in the child's best interests.